This is breaking news. We all know that Roblox Doors recently updated with the Doors Hotel Plus update, and though that was already nearly 3 weeks ago, players within the community are already hungry for more updates within the game. Well, I think it's time to silence some rumors going on with some update confirmations. These are 10 confirmed updates that are coming soon for Roblox Doors. Which one are you most excited about? Comment below, and you better like and subscribe, especially if you want that Floor 2 update pretty soon. Number 1, and possibly the biggest news, operations for the Floor 2 update in Roblox Doors is now in full swing, as Redibles, the co-developer for Roblox Doors, stated on Twitter that Floor 2 is planned to be the next major update, though they could do some small touch-ups and mini updates if needed. Nothing the size of Hotel Plus though. It's safe to say that the Floor 2 update for Roblox Doors is going to be even bigger than the recent Hotel Plus update, especially when it comes to adding in another set of rooms and even more secrets as well. The launch date is still yet to be decided, though speculations do say sometime around May or June could be in the works. Number 2, remember those Seek eyes that we saw inside the elevator shaft within the ending of the game? Well, this was actually heavily hinted thanks to Wowzers, a lead contributor for the game over at the Doors Wiki. A Doors player had a question whether or not Seek will be appearing on Floor 2, and Wowzers did respond saying that they will not be answering this specific question. Of course, this answer along with the eyes on the elevator shaft does heavily link to Seek playing a major role in the Floor 2 update for the game. Number 3, the courtyard, as we know, has pretty much been the same since the launch, except for the sky turning a bit darker after the latest update. But Redibles did confirm some new plans for the room over on Twitter. They actually tweeted recently saying that they think it's about time the courtyard gets a makeover, which is yet another confirmation that the room is getting a major remodel as soon as this next upcoming update. Number 4, we do know that there are currently 24 entities within the game at this point, and none of them have changed physically in a major way pertaining to the lore of the game. But once again, we do have another confirmation on this. Over at the Doors Wiki, a Doors player named Spiritual had a question, this time asking if any entities will get a parasite or a mutated form in future updates. Of course, Wowzers responded to this question with a simple blank answer, once again, openly dodging the question. Especially with the giant pieces of mystery meat spawning within some of the rooms, could one of the entities we know have been mutated beyond recognition? I guess we'll have to wait and see for the drop in order to see for ourselves. Number 5, remember that secret entity that we were able to find deep within the game's files? Well, the entity's name was known as Dread, and they were showcased to be the grandfather clock entity, yet they never showed up to the game, strangely enough. Well, back over at the Doors Wiki page, we did get another confirmation for the mysterious mishap of Dread. Test09 Real simply messaged to Wowzers asking whether or not the sponge-looking clock entity would end up getting removed or not. And Wowzers did confirm that the entity will be coming very soon. Many players within the community thought it was a fan-made entity or it was completely scrapped last second, but rest assured, Dread is coming. The developers probably just need more time to code it and to make sure things work properly with the mechanics. Number 6, of course, we can't forget about those pesky little shears, especially since they were teased in an old leak photo several months ago, and due to the fact that they are still within the game, but just hiding underneath the courtyard within the void of all places. Well, Redibles did have a big announcement regarding the fate about the shears. Shears will be implemented eventually when we get the uses sorted out to where we want them to be. The original plan was for there to be vine-covered chests in the greenhouses that you can open with the shears, but it felt like a Lockpick 2.0, and it was also weird for the shears to only be useful in like 10 rooms out of the whole entire game, so we wanted to rethink them a little bit. We also did have these vine-covered doors within the greenhouses as well, but shears are confirmed to be reworked so that they won't be repetitive within the game compared to other items that we currently know. Number 7, this is more of a double, but when it comes to some of the biggest additions within the latest Doors Hotel Plus update, Jeff's shop is definitely one of the major features that were added. But hold up, there's plans of adding in another type of shop into the game? Back over to the Doors wiki page, Snowy Piranha did ask if Roblox Doors would be seeing more game collabs such as Please Donate, and if we'll be getting more in-game run shops just like the Jeff shop. Wowzers surprisingly wasn't able to answer both of these questions, as they literally said they could not say anything for now. And maybe we guarded more as a deep hint, but I could definitely see more in-game run shops begin to pop up within the hotel as other entities seem interested in making gold along with Jeff. And do remember, if El Goblino did mention that Jeff's other place was even better than the shop area, that further confirms that another shop is within the works for a future update. Number 8, deep within the courtyard, we do have a very unnatural location that many players seem to simply forget about. On the opposite side of the courtyard from the statue, there is a huge piece of land that is completely open and doesn't have anything on it. This actually got a player tweeting to Redibles if this blank spot on the other side of the statue was a little stupid. But the co-developer did mention that the layout of the courtyard was very deliberate and was made intentionally. Could this possibly link up with that extra run shop leading into the combined run of 200 rooms for floor 2? I guess it's just all thoughts for now, but it is confirmed that this spot within the courtyard will have a use in a future update. Number 9, it's obvious that if the game is going to be getting another update, of course it should come with an update to the lore as well. Snowy Piranha did ask Wowzers once again if players will ever know why the guiding light helps players. And Wowzers did confirm the specific question simply by saying yes. I mean, generally, it's a decent question, but hopefully we would be able to solve the guiding light mystery very soon. And number 10, I'm sure you guys remember this old unused door soundtrack titled Courtyard Entrance. Previously, we thought this would have been used for a courtyard cutscene, but Redibles did confirm saying that there are some loose plans for this track. However, it's not going to be what we all think. It may not even be used for a specific cutscene, or much less within the courtyard itself, but which updates are you most excited for? Like and subscribe for Floor 2, and of course, take care.